Hi, I recently finally got round to watching Godzilla vs. Kong, 2021's Adam Wingard directed film that continues the MonsterVerse series after Godzilla, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and Kong Skull Island. Um, it's, as I say, follows on with Godzilla having become the apex predator of the Earth, while Kong is in a confined facility to keep him away from Godzilla's ability to sense a challenger. But there is also a plot underway by the mysterious Apex Cybernetics company to develop a machine of their own. It turns out they're actually working on Mechagodzilla, partially developed from the surviving, or not surviving, but the remaining matter of King Ghidorah, the villain of the previous film. Um, I have a mixed relationship with Godzilla, so to speak. The better films I have found to be more serious and more engaged with particular subjects. The original 1954 film, Shin Gojira from 2016, and even the first of the MonsterVerse films, I thought was extremely good. But this and Godzilla King of the Monsters I found to be extremely poor because, unlike the others, they're extremely serious with nothing to be serious about. They have no basis for the requirement to be serious. So we have a giant lizard fighting a giant ape, and we're expected on trust to treat it with tremendous gravitas and tremendous seriousness rather than it being inherently goofy. There are a lot of other problems with the film. I found the story, it overall felt a lot like, ironically, a Roland Emmerich film in that it's this global disaster project with a hugely overstuffed cast, a hugely overcomplicated and near incoherent story. It's weirdly short. It's only an hour and 45 minutes, and it's massively truncated. It feels like it needs to be at least half an hour longer, simply so that this storylines have space to breathe and enough coherence to hold the whole thing together. Um, the cast includes a kaleidoscope of talent: Brian Tyree Henry, Millie Bobby Brown, Kyle Chandler, Rebecca Hall, Alexander Skarsgård, all talented performers, but no one seems to be really engaged with what's happening or really care about the film. It's all I never got a sense that I was watching people doing anything other than serving time, earning their salary, and watching the clock. And the result is a completely passionless, unengaged production, um, made seemingly solely as a career move by every single person involved, with Godzilla having become unequivocally the unchallenged king of the monsters at the end of the previous film. There was no real need for anything further. So now we have Godzilla and Kong fighting and then teaming up to fight Mechagodzilla, who is torn apart at the end of the movie after Godzilla and Kong declare a truce. Were this to be a less serious film, I was expecting when they part ways, the two giant monsters to shake hands. Um, in this film, I was expecting some acknowledgement of each other's strength and power, but instead they simply turn their backs on each other and walk away, I, which is dramatically unsatisfying, and it's not even entertaining. Um, so, having watched two Godzilla movies in a row that I found very unsatisfactory, I won't be bothering with any of the further MonsterVerse films. And having watched two Adam Wingard films in a row following Blair Witch, that I found to be almost incompetent in their storytelling and direction, I won't be bothering with any more of his work either.